Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning. What's up? Yo, this is Eddie P, Eddie Pryor. I'm representing AOAD People. AOAD People. It's pronounced AOAD. Yo, I'm a little, twisted, but seriously, AOAD stands for Americans of African Descent. Made this t-shirt. Yup, that's right. It's all about the family. It's all about respect. It's all about black woman, black man, the black child. It's about the family. It's also about standing up for who you are and where you're from. You know, today I had a real interesting situation arise where I had a concept T-shirt, to get out to the people, and the person was a little hesitant on wearing the, the shirt because they didn't want to, cause uh, any problems with anybody, and mainly with a person of color that's less dominant in the let's just say this, a white person. They're afraid that a white person would have said something, would have approached them with, hey, this is reverse racism. So I want to talk about that for a quick moment. Reverse racism. Over the last, what, hell, as long as we know that those that are not this melanin have presented themselves in the fashion of strength, respect, honorability. Uh, Here I am, white supremacy. The little story wanna add here. Years ago, I was working at a Kmart, and I noticed these two older white gentlemen come in, and I was getting ready to ask them, if I could help them, what they needed help with. Then I noticed on one of their belts, it had branded on there KKK. So I went to another associate and shared the what was going on, who was in the store, and I didn't have a interaction with them experience, but the experience that I had, and I went to the assistant store manager, and he was one of those brothers that just wasn't, we won't call him an Uncle Tom, but I'm not gonna call him an Uncle Tom. I'm gonna say he was doing his job. Brother trying to hold on to his job. This is in a little country town here in Tennessee called Dixon. But I decided to remove myself from that situation for the day, talk to the store manager, and let him know I wasn't comfortable with that, and I left. So maybe we can say they won. No one really won in this situation. The experience and what I learned from that was that, as over the last 4 years, let's just take in the span, that we've had a person that has been elected to, represent this country, our country here in America, spew out so much hatred, and representing what MAGA, making America great again. Not going to go there on this term. Uh, this white supremacy that is alive. So we know this, and we go to the grocery store. You go to the grocery store. You go to Walmart, and you see them with their MAGA T-shirts and their Trump alive, and 4 more years for Trump. t-shirts, and they're proud, and no one is is saying anything to them. Yet when we come out with Black Lives Matter, I can't breathe, uh, something like this, American of African descent, something that is stating your heritage and holding on to what you know to be true, then it's a problem. Then it's reverse racism. And it's sad, but it's true that we have people that are afraid to represent openly who they are. It's like one of those bullies, or somebody being bullied, or stand back and say, "Oh well, I'm gonna kick his ass," but when he comes up, he's cowering down. So we have to stand up and we are. I know we are. I'm just bringing this today. I want to start it out this my message in streaming that we are Americans, regardless of the color of our skin. I state that we are Americans because you were born here in America, raised here. Most of you ain't never seen another city, another country, another state, let alone having a connection outside of just the color of our skin with Mother Africa, the continent of Africa. I love my African heritage. I've learned about where I'm from and who I am, and I'm learning even more. So I want to share with those that are in the process of learning and those that are seeking on, wondering who you are, being a person here that's being called out of their name, you know, negatively and derogatory. You're not a nigger. You might be niggerish. We might be niggerish, but you're not a nigger. And I challenge each and every one of you to look up the term nigger and look up the history of the term nigger, and you will find something very interesting. We are of a higher melanin. We are Black people. For those that are Black, it's not a different race. We're not in a different race. We're in a race for time. We're in a race for money. We're in a race for saving our lives during this pandemic, but we're not a different race of people. We're a different group of people. And we all must understand that. And I share that. Now, within sharing that, Americans of African descent. Well, I'm going to further go on to some political aspects in why we are and have been sectioned out, and where they come up with this race, breaking down the color barriers. We'll go into that at a later date. But, it hit me one day that, like I said, I was born here in America, raised here in America. My grandmother, my great grandmother, you know, back as far as I've been told in my family history, and I'm searching for more. But we were born here in America and raised here in America. Now, we ought not to have the rights that Americans have? It's really interesting when you look at. I watched this thing on PBS about DNA and let me get it together. Let me get it right. Excuse me. Going through your family tree and your DNA, and they show how in different cultures how they've come over from let's say France, Italy, a different country, and they were considered immigrants and migrant immigrants and came here, and through time their offspring have advanced in areas where some black offspring have not. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, run over this black man plight. No, we have the advancement chances, and lots of brothers and sisters out here have not only taken that, they've ran with that, and they are running with it and making extraordinary strides. Hey, we have the first black female vice president ever. President, vice president, and that's always being said, President Kamala Harris. Yeah, let's just say it. She will be president. No disrespect to JoJo, you're getting old. You're getting old. That's why you put the sister in place. And I think that was a noble move. And we've had a black president, so we have black leaders. We have people of color that are making strides. Let us stay strong. As John Lewis, and I'm not going to misquote him, but he fought the good fight. Let's keep fighting the good fight. We can't put our hands down. We can't put our heads down. We can't put our hearts down because they say, or someone else says, this is wrong because I don't like the way that it looks. Well, guess what? Life's a bitch, and that's real. And what's real is karma. Karma is a real thing. Let's not forget that what you do comes back to you. So if you want good things to come back, you must put out good things. Just like you can't have a crop without, planting. You can't have a crop without watering. You can't have anything without putting in some work. So we've been putting in work. We got to keep putting in work. I represent the people. I'm a representation. We are, black people, a representation of our ancestors, of who we came from, whom we came from. If we don't know whom we came from, then we have to research and find out who we came from. But just to look at yourself and to know that you are a black person, hold on to that. God did not make any mistakes. Religious things I'm going to talk about soon, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to get this out the air. Jesus ain't his name. Look it up. Don't like it? Sorry. That ain't his name. 12th century is when the letter J was presented, if you want to call it invented, came about. Yeshua. If you say something that is not true, then you'll get the results. So basically, we're calling out a name that it's not. Somebody calls you out your name, you're not going to answer. Might get some controversy to this, but it's all good because the truth is the truth. That's the truth of the matter. Truth of the matter is God is not a white man. If anything, a creator, the creator of humankind, how can I say it? Let me just say it like this. God created the black woman to create humanity. Think on that. Black woman created humanity. gave birth through the canal. Story of Adam and Eve, work on it. I'm not here to dispel, I'm just here to bring the truth, perspective, something that you might not think about, but it's true because it's there and it's evident. So, this is the first go around. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want to talk about. Tell me what you want to see. Share with me. We're going to keep this thing rolling. We're going to keep this thing popping. Nothing's going to stop us. AOAD people, put your hands up. Power to the people. Power to the people. All power to the people, and all people bring the power. Yo, this is Eddie P. I'm just going, say I love you and peace out for now.